Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Ravenwinder Farm at Flookburgh on March the 4th 2012 for the Cumbria Steam and Vintage Vehicle Society Ploughing. This is the event that was cancelled in October due to the adverse weather conditions, and it's got to be said that they're not particularly ideal today, but nevertheless here we are, and there's towards 40 ploughers working away. They've been here about an hour. They've had their breakfasts, they've had a good chinwag with their friends, and they've made the ploughs ready, and quite a lot of them have set out and are starting to plough quite well. Tell me about conditions here today.
They're a bit slippy, to say the least. The top inch is very damp, and my first run I was really struggling. I've been match ploughing for about 10 years and far too long for my job. I do it as a job as well, so I could be 40 odd years ploughing experience total.
Talk to us a little bit about the conditions here today, please.
Well, they're very tricky today. I think there must have been heavy rain through now, because it's very skiddy and it's very difficult, especially the trailer ploughs, for turning on the headland, etc. Once they've got the first time, the conditions underneath are much better, but on top it's very slippery and not good at all. But they're doing their best, and it's looking brighter now, so we hope that the thing will improve as the day goes on.
I think we've got the best deal in this field, by all accounts. What the other lads are saying. I think dragmen are having a bit of a fight. It's a bit wet, even though they're on grass.
You've got a very nice little outfit here, Alan.
Yeah.
McCormick International 434, coupled with an international plough.
312, yeah. And I've just welded that bar on there to give you a rough idea of how deep your depth wheel is. And there's that welded on there. That's to make a mark for you to follow for the next one. That gives you a measurement from there to there, which is a foot. And when you're doing your front one should be in that same mark.
Richard, how have things been today?
They haven't been too bad. It's a bit wet on top. When I did my opening, I had a struggle travelling back up the field because there was a wet patch over at the far side, but we struggled on and managed to get most of it turned over, and after that it's gone a lot better.
This plough will have seen many ploughing matches. It's extremely shiny.
We bought this at a farm sale near Asby, but I don't think it had done a right lot of work up there, and it had been well cared for and put away with greased moldboard, so they were stayed fairly shiny and didn't take a lot of shining up again.
Well, as usually happens down at Flookburgh at mid-afternoon, we get a bit of blue sky, and there we have it. Just above the old sea wall, I think. We just pan across there, and it's not been a bad day. It's bitterly cold, but it's got out nice and bright. It could have been an awful lot worse. How are you finding conditions?
Oh, they're a bit greasy like, but travelling all right, and to my amazement that I've done a decent job for once, for a long time anyway.